I see somebody videotaping a secured facility, suspicious activity. Ding, ding, ding. It's not a crime to you, but it's suspicious activity to me.
So is suspicious activity a crime?
Yes, it damn sure is.
You're wrong. You're wrong.
Suspicious activity.
You're wrong,
No.
sir.
You have ID on you?
Do you suspect me of committing a crime,
Yes.
deputy? I'm going to invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
All right, well, I can also detain you if you like.
I don't know why me invoking my rights makes you upset.
What am I going to tell a supervisor that you want to see them for? Just to say hi?
To try and explain to you the law. And you don't know what you're talking about, and that you
Then go ahead and do
could
it.
be a liability for your city out there on the
That's
streets.
fine. If I decide to stand here and be a nuisance in your video, I
Hey.
can decide to stand here and be a nuisance in your video.
I'll give you my license if you give me yours. Hey, what's up guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another installment of Throwback Thursday. Today's audit takes place at the Alexandria County Jail in Virginia. As I was peacefully exercising my First Amendment rights, I was confronted by an ignorant tyrant from the Alexandria County Sheriff's Department. The deputy demanded my identification because apparently suspicious activity is a crime. He even went as far as to threaten to unlawfully arrest me for failure to ID. I do have an update for you. After this incident, Sheriff Sean Casey put out a statement condemning his deputy. Stick around until the end of the video for his full statement. Let's get into it. Hey, what's going on, man? Can I
Facility. You can't do that.
Everything okay?
Can I get your name, please?
My name is Deputy Nichols. Can I get your name?
My name's Sean.
All right, you have ID on you?
Nice to meet you. No, I don't have any ID on me,
All
no.
right, so what are you doing recording this?
I'm a journalist. I'm gathering content for a story.
What story? Where do you work?
Independent. I work for myself.
All right, so give me some information real quick.
Do you suspect me of committing a crime,
Yes.
deputy? What?
Look right there.
I'm not trespassing.
212.
You're recording right here.
I'm allowed to. Can you get your supervisor?
You're not allowed to.
Can you get your supervisor before we have any more discussions, please?
What's your last name, Sean?
I'm gonna invoke my Fifth Amendment right to remain silent.
All right, well, I can also detain you if you like.
Sir, I haven't committed a crime.
You're right here.
This is a public area. I haven't committed a crime,
That's
sir.
not. So
I'm
if
not
you're
over there.
recording, you were just over there. That's why I record. That's why I came back over here.
Yeah, but I'm not over there though.
The video that you have that you're recording, what is that for?
I told you I'm an independent journalist. I'm gathering content
Then
for
give
a
me some
story.
information.
I just told you my first name, sir. That's
I
all
need
I'm
your
comfortable
last
with
name.
giving you right now.
I need more than that.
Sir, can you get your supervisor, please?
I can, but I'm doing an interaction with you right now, and I would like.
Is this
to
a
see-
consensual interaction?
Were you recording a closed facility consensual?
I only want to ask, is this a consensual interaction?
I have no problem giving somebody my ID if they ask me for it.
I understand that, but I do. I like to exercise my rights peacefully, sir.
Okay, and I just told you.
I have a right. You can't come up to people. Go ahead.
You videotaping a facility,
Correct.
right, that has 1, inmates, 2, law enforcement, and all types of people walking in and out of this place. You can't do that. It's like when you go to the Pentagon, when you go to a monument that says don't cross over these lines. If you're an independent journalist, you know that.
No.
wrong?
I know that I can film anything I can see from public, sir. What would be the difference if I went on rationally?
Right.
If I went on Google Maps and I was looking at all of this facility?
That you going on Google Maps.
Yeah, that's
You
different.
standing
it's
here
it's the
on
same thing.
property. It is not.
I'm not
same.
on the property, sir.
You were just on the property.
I'm not.
Now
This
that
is
we're
a
talking
this
on
is the
street,
this is a public sidewalk.
Once you were on that sidewalk, right? You're on the property.
Okay. No.
All right.
That's a public. Your property ends at the fence, sir. Respectfully.
It doesn't end at the fence.
It does.
The property is
The private
whole
property
thing.
does. The trespassing aspect of it.
Sure.
So I would like to. I told you my first name. I told you why I'm here.
Right.
I'm not
trying.
trying.
I told you why I'm here.
I understand that, but
Right.
at this point, I'd really like to speak to a supervisor because you're talking about detaining me.
If you would like to speak to
and
a
I don't appreciate
supervisor,
that.
then you can call and get a supervisor to come here. All I'm trying to do.
Wouldn't
is
it be
get
the
information.
Alexandria? Wouldn't it be the Alexandria Sheriff's
It'll
Department's
be
policy?
Whoever you would like, because I'm just trying to understand why you're here filming.
I just told you why. I'm
But
not
you're
keeping
giving
any
me
secrets from
anything
you.
else. You're not giving me anything else. So you just standing here holding a camera phone means nothing to me if you're not giving me the same respect that I'm giving you. right? I'm sitting here talking to you. I'm sitting here trying to ask you common sense questions, right?
Yeah.
And all you keep telling me is, well, I'm invoking this,
Sir,
and I'm invoking that.
Sir, I don't know why.
Like.
I don't know why me invoking my rights makes you upset.
Because it's not making me upset.
Okay.
But
so why
what
is
I'm
it a
trying
problem?
Because you're standing here.
I have rights for a reason, right?
We all have rights for
Yeah,
it.
and I don't want to
standing here, right? Once again, to go back to what I said the first time.
Yeah.
You're standing here taking a video of a place that is a secure place, right? So one, you can be taking that video to try to breach the place, right? As soon as I drove off, which is what caught my eye, you turned your camera to see what was happening at this gate, right?
At which gate?
The gate that I just drove out of.
The one that opens and closes? I can't get any more information than that.
Once again, why do you need that information?
I told you I'm a journalist. I'm working on a story.
What story? Give me something.
Sir, I don't want to just I don't want to disclose that. I would prefer that you just don't talk to me right now.
It's too late. I'm talking to you and I'm on
Am
video.
I being detained?
Why are you being detained? Like I said
okay,
before,
if I'm not being
out the way, his car's about to come out.
If I'm not being detained, then I don't want to speak with you anymore, okay? I'm going to continue to go about my business.
Okay, well then go about your business.
Thank you. Appreciate that. It's really not that big of a deal.
It's not.
I'm sure you do. I'm sure you do. You don't have anything better to do?
I do. And if a call comes out and I got to go to it,
you will go,
then
right?
I'll do that.
Good.
That's something
good.
better.
I'm pretty sure this is my job. I'm pretty sure that the Alexandria Sheriff's Department, if I request a supervisor, you are supposed to get one.
I told you. You can call.
But why wouldn't you? It's your policy,
because you're not giving me anything. So what do you? You're good. So what are you asking for a supervisor for? Right? Watch out, you got another car coming behind.
I'm okay. Thank you.
You understand?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What am I going to tell a supervisor that you want to see them for? Just to say hi?
To try and explain to you the law and try and explain to you that the freedom of press rights.
Right. But you're not even.
You're not listening to me. I don't need credentials.
How do I understand that?
Sir, I don't need credentials. The freedom of press is.
Anybody who comes up here can just say I'm working for the press, right?
We all have freedom. We all have freedom of press, sir. Correct.
Everybody understands that.
Okay.
Once again, if you're not giving me anything besides your first name,
I don't even have to give you that, sir.
Right, you don't have to.
I don't.
But then I can call a bunch of people over here, and then we can find out with a fingerprint scanner. There's so many things that we can do.
You can't do that. That would be violating my constitutional rights.
Anything.
Yes, it would.
It's not.
So if you want to know who I am, do it then. Unless I've committed. You said there was no crime. I have to have committed a crime, sir.
If I'm asking you to get off this property, if I'm asking you to stop
this is public property.
This is not public property. This is private property.
This is public property.
This is private property.
This is public property, sir.
This is private property.
Who owns it? Who's the private person who owns it?
Here looks public to you minus the sidewalk.
That visitor's entrance, the visitor's entrance.
That's why it's locked down.
I'm not back there. That's why I'm not back there,
sir. You're not back there now, but you started your video right by that gate.
But I wasn't back there, sir. I don't break the law, sir.
Started your video by that gate.
That is correct. So I was filming over that gate.
Let's not work around no nonsense, all right?
This is not nonsense. This is the facts and the law, sir.
The facts is, when I saw you, you were filming. And for you to just say that,
which is a constitutionally protected activity,
for you to keep saying that sounds good on your video. So kudos to you for that. But
I just want to make sure, just in case, I need to make sure that you know, so that way, if you take it to another level, we all know that you understood. Great, that's great.
Right.
I'm glad that you're not going to do that.
So you're just talking so that people that you got listening.
Sir, I didn't stop you to come over here.
You don't have.
I'm not keeping you here. You're free to go.
So are you.
I understand that.
So are you.
We both are. We're free men in this country.
So
great.
Then, if I decide to stand here and be a nuisance in your video,
great.
I decide to stand here and be a nuisance in your video.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, I prefer you not. I'd prefer you not.
And I prefer you not to.
Okay. There's a difference. One of us is getting paid by the taxpayers and one of us isn't, sir.
There's no difference.
There is a difference, sir. You are a public servant, sir. Please.
Right, I'm serving the public.
How, though? I'm part of the public and you're not serving me.
You're not the only person that's part of the public.
So who are you protecting? And you said this is private property? Who owns this then? I would like to know who owns it if it's private property.
City of Alexandria.
That's a private company?
That's a private company for this jail.
The city is a private company for the jail.
The city owns this, where you're standing.
And who? Okay.
Recording.
Yeah, so that means it's public. The city is a public entity,
No,
sir.
and there's also private parts in the city.
Restricted, maybe, but not private.
So then guess what? Then
Like back there, that's public. That's public property behind you, but it's restricted public property.
It's not.
It's 100% public property, and that's why I keep asking you to get a supervisor, because I'm sure he would explain it to you, sir.
I don't need anyone to explain it to me. I need
I'm gonna
to
ask.
explain it to me.
I've been trying, and you're not listening.
I listen.
I just want you to get a supervisor so maybe he can explain it to you. And if this ever happens to you again,
I'm not wasting anybody's time.
you're wasting my time and your own time right now.
Like I said, I'm standing here enjoying the conversation I'm having with you. So
Okay,
how is
great.
that wasting your time?
Okay. I mean, I just don't think it's necessary, sir. I haven't broken the
A
law.
lot of things in the world isn't necessary.
Sir,
but
you're
it's
law
happening.
enforcement. What is it?
Right.
What you came over here? Listen, I can understand. Hear me out. I understand that you have concerns about somebody who's filming the government facility, the people's facility. I understand jail security concerns. I can understand all that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't make contact with me. What I'm saying is that once you make contact and you do an investigation, and
There's no investigation that was done, sir, because you didn't give me anything to investigate.
I told you my first name.
First name.
That's more than I tell a lot of people. I'll tell you that.
That's fine, but you understand.
I decided to be a little bit nice.
That your first name is Sean. That can also be a lie. So what investigation's done?
I don't know. So what are you
Answer your own
doing?
questions.
Okay, so what is this then?
I'm standing here having a conversation with a guy named Sean.
Okay, great.
See that?
Deputy Nichols. Deputy Nichols.
Deputy Nichols.
Master deputy. What is a master deputy?
See that? The same thing. I'm a journalist.
Come on.
Exactly.
Deputy Nichols.
We can do this all day.
Come
I like
on,
to
man.
have fun with people. We can do this all day.
I mean, fellow patriots, imagine this. You get into an accident, you're seriously injured, and suddenly the people who are supposed to help you, your insurance company, turn against you. Insurance companies are supposed to have your back, right? But when it's time to pay up, they often lowball you, delay you, and make you feel like your case doesn't matter. That's where Morgan & Morgan comes in. America's largest injury law firm fights back if you become their client against these insurance giants with real results. Just recently, they got their client settlements 34 times higher than what insurance companies tried to offer. 12 million in Florida, 26 million in Philadelphia. That's real justice. And the best part, you don't pay a dime unless they win your case. You can start your claim right now from your phone without setting foot in an office. If you've been seriously hurt, don't let insurance companies treat you like another number. You can click the link forthepeople.com/audit in the description below or scan the QR code on screen because your case could be worth millions and you deserve to fight back. Thanks to Morgan & Morgan for fighting for the people and sponsoring this video. I mean, we can do it all day.
Everybody laughing. If you laughing,
that's great. That's cool.
You understand?
I understand, Deputy Nichols. I understand. You just want to have a good time. Great. No problem.
It's the holidays. Don't you all want to have a good time?
Yes, sir. Definitely. Definitely.
Yep, I'm gonna take a walk with you. Like I said, I'm gonna be right here with you the whole way.
I mean,
I got nothing to do.
if that's what you want to do. How would you know if you even got a call?
My radio is on.
Oh, it's on. Oh, it's underneath there. Gotcha. How long you been with the police department, Deputy Nichols?
Enough. How long you been a journalist?
Long enough.
Exactly. See, we can do this all day.
I guess so. I would have told you if you would have told me.
I don't know.
How about this? I'll give you my license if you give me yours. We could swap. Why not? What's the difference?
What do you need my license for?
I want to investigate who you are.
Right.
I will give you my license and you give me your license.
Just tell me you ain't have it, so I can't trust you anymore. You already broke my trust.
Okay. I said I didn't have it on me. I said I didn't have it on me.
No, you said you don't have it.
Yeah, on me.
Right. Now you're saying on me, so you already broke my trust.
Oh man, come on.
Exactly.
That's ridiculous.
Of course it is. Life is ridiculous, man. What you're doing is ridiculous. What I'm doing is ridiculous.
Okay.
You can say whatever it is that you like, but I'm sitting here having a conversation with you.
Hey, I'm not. As long as you're not threatening to violate my rights.
Why would I threaten to violate your rights?
I mean, you kind of did earlier.
I didn't.
You kind of did.
It's how you interpret things. I'm
Okay.
still here talking to you.
You kind of
So
kind of
when
made
did-
you
when
kind
did I-
of alluded to the point that I'm going to be charged with failure to ID. That
I gave you the options.
yeah, those aren't
Right.
options, sir.
They are options.
So
In
you-
life, you have options.
Hmm.
Every choice that you make comes with a consequence, right?
That's correct. I believe that.
So I gave you options. If I really wanted to be whatever and call the supervisor and all that stuff, but all I'm doing is having a conversation with the man that I only know is Sean.
Okay. And I'm having a conversation with Deputy Nichols
There you go.
of the Alexandria Sheriff's Department.
Absolutely.
Great. Yeah. I just know the law, and I know that you can't charge me with failure to ID. You can't just go up to random people on the street.
But you're not a random person. You're
I
someone
am.
who is videotaping a facility.
That's not a
that is
crime.
locked. It's not a crime to you, but it's suspicious activity to me.
So is suspicious activity a crime?
Yes, it damn sure is. You
What?
never seen somebody doing a peeping Tom? That's not suspicious activity?
Well,
Well,
suspicious activity is not a
well,
crime, sir.
Listen,
It's not.
it comes up on our call screen as a suspicious activity.
Okay.
You've never
but
heard it. of a
I'm asking
peeping
you
Tom.
if it's a crime.
Yes, it is. When we get there
So
and
what's
see
the
somebody-
statute?
When we get there and see somebody just looking into a place that they don't work at, one, they don't live at, two, that's suspicious activity.
So you would be charged with suspicious activity because it is a crime.
Hey, you can be
It's not a
charged with whatever
crime,
you can
man.
put on.
It's not a crime. You know that. Come on.
The activity
You know that.
is what gets us called out here.
I understand that.
Right.
But it's not a crime. It's not codified into the Virginia state statutes.
It doesn't have to be codified. Once we get here and see that something is happening,
No. You need reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime. A crime. That's why it says a crime.
so then I told you about you failing to show ID. It's
That's
a crime.
That would be a secondary.
That is a summons.
Yes, I
Right.
I understand.
And the first
That's
thing
secondary.
Would be me coming here and seeing
You're wrong. You're
suspicious
wrong.
activity.
You're wrong,
No,
sir.
There is it. There it is.
You're
Say
wrong.
what you want. This is
I don't want
journalist,
you.
and I'll say
You're
what I
wrong.
want.
You're wrong.
So
I don't want you to go out into the city of Alexandria
Trust me,
with
I
that
won't.
wrong information in your
Trust
head.
me, I won't.
You can't just go up to people and say, "Hey, give me your ID, or I'm going to charge you with failure to
I
ID."
didn't, though. I didn't.
You basically did. That's
No,
what you're
I
saying.
didn't. See, what you're trying to do is take what I told you. I gave you an option. I didn't say give me this. I didn't say that.
I understand. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay, I understand.
I know you do.
You're talking about an option as a way of, in my opinion, you said that it was an option as in a way to intimidate me, as to
was
give
no
you an ID.
intimidation. I don't-
Why would
I
you
don't
bring it up then?
intimidate
Why would you
anybody.
bring it up?
Because you were sitting there trying to act like whatever I was telling you had no bearing. But it did.
It doesn't, sir.
That's your feelings. That's your opinion. Once again.
Okay. It just doesn't. It just doesn't.
That's
Failure to
your
ID is a secondary offense. Like, for example,
Once
if you
again.
were to
Once
arrest
again.
me, for example, if you were to
Once
arrest me,
again.
let me finish. If you were to arrest me for trespassing, say I went over this fence and I was trespassing, and you went to arrest me for trespassing,
let
and
me
I
break
didn't,
it- let me-
and let me
let me
finish,
break it
let me finish,
down.
and I
There's no
didn't
need
give
to.
you, and I didn't give you ID at that point, then that's failure to ID, and that is a crime. I understand what failure to ID is.
Listen to everything that you're saying and listen to the facts, right? If I'm leaving and I see somebody videotaping a secured facility, suspicious activity, ding, ding, ding. So then I come and ask you for your ID and ask you for your name, and you say, my name is Sean. I don't have my ID on me, right?
Correct.
So at that point, from me seeing the suspicious activity, then I can now start to question you for this investigation that you're talking about, right? Right?
You said there was no investigation, but okay.
I said that you were talking about, once again.
Okay, go ahead.
So pay attention to what I'm saying and what you're thinking.
Sir,
right?
this is. I know the difference between a consensual encounter. This is a consensual encounter. I can walk away from you right now,
Absolutely.
and that's
You
it.
can. And I told you before that this was a consensual encounter.
Okay,
right?
I understand. So why would you bring up failure to ID? So you're trying to talk around in circles, and it's not
No
going to work
one's
with me.
talking around any circles. I'm talking
Okay.
to you. There's nobody
Okay.
here. I'm looking directly at you.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm looking
I
at
brought
you.
that up because I told you that there were options, right?
But they're not options.
They
sir.
are options because, once again, as I said, if I'm leaving a place and see somebody videotaping a place that you're not supposed to be videotaping, that is now suspicious activity.
So you're not going to call.
then-
I want to call. I'm going to call a supervisor.
So then
do I have
go
another
do
phone?
it.
I'm going to call a supervisor.
I told you, go ahead and do it.
I'm going to call a supervisor because you don't know
Thank
what you're
you.
talking about, and that you
Then
could
go
be
ahead and
you
do
could
it.
be a liability for your city out there on the
That's
streets.
fine. and I'll take that chance.
No,
But you know
you
what?
take that chance because
You
you
know
have
what?
qualified immunity. But the taxpayers who would, if you were to say right now, give me your ID or your failure
All you're
ID.
trying to do is turn something into a circle like you just told me.
No,
I
man.
broke it down to you.
Okay.
And you're still sitting
I
there
don't-
trying to get your point across. That's
There's
fine.
no point in
Get your
saying that
point
it's
across.
failure to ID. You're saying that's an option. It's not an option.
I never said that.
It's not an
I
option.
never said that's a failure. But I need you to stop videotaping these cars that are coming out of here.
What? Why?
Because those are private people's cars and they don't need
In
you.
public. This
They
is
don't need-
public.
Right. Absolutely right.
This is the public area. Hey, what's going on, man? How you doing? Nice car. Nice car.
I'm good, baby. No. Yeah, I like to hide. I hide in plain sight. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Take care.
So you understand what I'm saying?
I don't understand nothing you're saying, man.
I know.
I don't
I'm
understand nothing you're saying. Really, I don't. I understand the part where suspicious activity is I understand suspicious activity is not a crime. That's what I understand.
So
It's
you-
not a crime.
So you don't understand that me seeing somebody videotape facility, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is barred off and closed out. Doesn't look suspicious to you?
I'm not saying it does. I'm not saying that. I never said that. I said I understand that you have when you see suspicious activity, which is
Which is what you were doing, suspicious.
well, that's up to the person who's deeming it suspicious.
And I
What's
deem it
suspicious?
suspicious.
What's suspicious to one person is not suspicious to
Absolutely.
another. I think it's suspicious that a law enforcement officer be wasting his time with a
It's
journalist.
not a waste of time. I'm here talking to you.
You're getting paid.
So-
You're getting paid on the taxpayers' money.
So why do you think I'm wasting my time?
Because there's something more productive you could be doing, deputy.
Like what? You heard the radio go off. Nothing's going on right now.
Is this the car you drive all the time?
Nope.
You change out?
Yeah. You need something? Where's your car? Where's your car?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you.
Let me videotape your car.
This is not your car.
Right. But let me videotape your car.
No. You cannot videotape my car. I'm just checking on the taxpayer's car, making sure that everything is okay. Your tires are safe over here. You got good tread on them. You're keeping it clean. You're maintaining it. That's all I'm doing, making sure everything's all right. Oh, thank you for leaving, Deputy. Appreciate it. Please just go. Deputy Nichols is leaving. Finally, he's been with me here for about 30 minutes. Now we're gonna get out of here. Alright, fellow patriots, let's take a quick look at the news article regarding this incident. Just in, sheriff says deputy was wrong in interaction with YouTuber filming outside of city jail. Alexandria Sheriff Sean Casey says the recent actions of a deputy against a YouTuber outside of the city jail are inconsistent with its policies and procedures. In a video that was posted today, an Alexandria Sheriff's deputy asked that constitutional activist Sean Paul Reyes of Long Island Audit not film outside the city jail. Reyes tells the deputy that he is an independent journalist exercising his First Amendment rights, and then refuses to provide the deputy with his full name. This is a public area, Reyes tells the deputy. I've committed no crime. After refusing to provide his name, the deputy says, well, I can also detain you if you'd like. Casey says that he is aware of the video and that there is a full inquiry underway. Quote, the Alexandria Sheriff's Office is aware of the YouTube video posted on January 20th documenting an interaction between a deputy and a member of the public. Casey posted on his social media. We are actively investigating this incident and understand the public's concern. Based on our initial review of the video, the actions of the deputy are inconsistent with our policies and procedures. A full inquiry is underway. Reyes, who has 182,000 subscribers and filmed dozens of other videos with law enforcement around the country. Now, I want to first say that the deputy's actions in this video were ignorant, unprofessional, and unlawful. I was peacefully exercising my constitutional rights, the same rights that the deputy swore an oath to uphold. I do appreciate the Sheriff Sean Casey speaking to the media condemning the deputy's actions. My main problem, and it always will be, my problem is the lack of accountability. I called the Alexandria County Sheriff's Department to get an update on this, quote, full inquiry that the sheriff's office was conducting into the incident, and surprise, surprise, they have no record of an internal affairs investigation into the deputy of this video. Normally, they investigate themselves and find no wrongdoing, but it seems more and more common for them not to even investigate themselves. It looks like I need to take another trip down to Virginia, so stay tuned to the channel for updates. Thank you for all your support. I truly appreciate it. Hit the like button and share this video so it can be seen by as many people as possible. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next one. Long Island Audit. Peace.